day in the workshop. Okay, so what we're doing today is the whole facade is almost ready for painting. So, or should I say, most of it's ready for painting. So what we're going to do is paint this section down here this morning, or this afternoon, and then we're going to do up top. Up top I still do a bit more prep work, but all down here is all ready. Now we're going for quite a drastic change. I briefed the internet, asked for some advice for all sorts of colours, and obviously ran it by the wife. And yeah, the wife obviously had the final say. So let's see what colour she picked. Alright guys, the wife's been out, give the first inspection, and lo and behold, she's a bit too light. So we'll see after I've given it 3 coats, whether or not I end up changing the colour. Who knows? But we'll keep on going. Got to keep the wife happy. Now personally, I agree with the wife. I think it's a bit light, but I'm not going to let her know, because then she'll make me repaint the whole thing. So I'll try and convince her that it's the right colour. I don't think I'll be successful though, so we'll see how we go. Alright, we'll let that dry, then set and repeat, and I'll show you the final product after 3 coats. Alright guys, so what's the verdict? It's too light. So, I totally agree, I think it's way too light. So what I've done is, I've taken the original tin back to the hardware store, and we've got it tinted a slightly darker colour. So even though the vivid white was already tinted, we've got them to make the adjustments in the new tint to get it to a new colour. So this is going to be darker again. So we'll see how we go. Alright, let's get started. So we've finished painting the facade. Almost. You can see there's a light hanging down there on the left. I've just got a little bit of the front porch underneath, which you can't really see. To basically finish off giving it its 3rd coat. So yeah, I think it's come together nicely. The first coat of paint we felt was a little bit light, which was called Tranquil. It was a Dulux colour for you guys based in Australia, Tranquil Retreat. But then we decided that it should be a little bit darker, so we took it back to the paint shop at a local hardware down at Bunnings, and we ended them to got it tinted a bit darker. And the new colour is called Flooded Gum. So what they were able to do, because it was from I think the same family, they were able to just work out how much tint was put in for the first lot, adjust it for the second lot, and ended up with Flooded Gum. And they'd also allowed for the fact that I used about ½ litre of paint for the first coat. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. The wife's happy, so that's the main thing. So we've got that little gate off to the right now. We're going to basically take care of that now. So we're of 2 minds as to what's going to happen there. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it white initially, because what we've still got to do is work out with this entranceway. I'm going to be putting 2 barn doors on there, as to what the color scheme and what the design of these 2 sliding barn doors are. So but yeah, I'll take you in for a bit of a close-up. So it's quite a nice color. That little bit there is in the shade, and you can see it's a little bit lighter down here. And again, this is that hidden door. So that's great. So then now that trolley there can basically just wheel out easily. So all I've got to do is just, again, open that all the way. And as you saw before, that was just a standard hollow door, and we've fixed the weatherboards to it. And now that trolley can just wheel straight out if I need it to. And that'll give me some more room in the workshop, depending on what I'm doing. Again, and hence this platform here. But this platform's proven to be really, really good for all my mobile trolleys. That being the first one. There's a couple of old ones in there, which were just old cupboards that I just retrofitted stuff onto. But what we're going to do is change those over to these new style of trolley, and they're all going to interlock. But that wheels out nice and easy onto these platforms. Alright, and then we've just got down the left hand side to finish off. So this side we've given it first coat of paint, then we've gone through and just patched up any other little further imperfections that have popped up. So we'll finish that up next. And yeah, and there's Macy. Poor little Macy, she's been off to the vet. Had to have her teeth cleaned and a few extractions, but she's pretty good. And she's off to the hairdressers this weekend. She hasn't had a haircut for a good, I think 3 or 4 months because of COVID. So we're allowed to go get a haircut this weekend. So you'll see her in the next video, hopefully looking really good. Hey Macy, hey, yeah. All right guys, so what we'll do now next is we'll just get stuck into finishing off. Okay, so we'll just get stuck into finishing off this gate. Like I said, we'll paint it white first, but it might end up a different color depending on what I do the barn doors. And yeah, I shall see you in the next update.